So we are halfway through the AFL season. Round 12 has completed. We have 12 rounds to go, and I'm going to predict the top 8, who's going to make the finals, both now, just off the bat, and then afterwards, I'm going to do an uncut version where I go through every AFL game, and then that's going to tell me who's going to make the finals at the end of the year. So without looking at any future games, just based off the teams, how they perform, injuries, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to say the guarantees to make the top 8, to make the finals at the end of the year, are Collingwood, Melbourne, Brisbane, and Port Adelaide. I have a TikTok FTFooty with 2 Y's at the end, FTFootyy. And every week I do a rolling top 8 prediction. But those 4 have always been in my top 8 this year. I also think that Geelong will make the 8 despite some injuries. I think they have the list to do it. I have faith in St Kilda. Maybe it's blind faith, but I have the faith in St Kilda, and Essendon I have faith in as well. Which leaves this last spot, which is really between the Western Bulldogs, Fremantle, and the Adelaide Crows. You might see Sydney scrape in there, maybe Carlton if they pick up some sort of form, but I think it's out of the 3 teams I already mentioned. And out of all those teams, I've got the most faith in probably Adelaide. The Dogs are too inconsistent. I don't trust Fremantle, so it's the young Crows it is who are making the top 8. So that is my 8. Now I'm going to go through Squiggle and predict all of the games. And this is going to be completely uncut, by the way. Sydney St Kilda, we are going to go with Sydney at the SCG. I'm not going to do margins as well. I'm just going to go blindly. Actually, you know what? Whatever. Let's go. I think the Dogs will get over Port Adelaide at home. Lions will win that by a lot. I think the Crows will absolutely dominate that. Fremantle will win that. Giants will win that. I am going to go with Carlton on this one. I have faith. I think Collingwood will get over the line there. Put Adelaide at home are too good. Brisbane at home are too good. Fremantle away against the Giants. I'm going to go with the Giants here. I don't trust Fremantle. I think Richmond beat the Saints. I think Carlton will beat Gold Coast there. North Melbourne, the Dogs will win that. Ooh. Let's go with Geelong. Geelong at home. Why not? St Kilda, Brisbane away. I don't trust them. We're going to go with the Swans on that one. Fremantle at home. I think we'll get that done easy. Collingwood at home. We'll get that done easy. I'm going to go with the Gold Coast there by 20. Brisbane will beat the Tigers. Sydney are going to lose. You know what? Yeah, Sydney will lose. I think Geelong's got it over Sydney. There's some sort of hoodoo there. Massive game. The Dogs, Fremantle. Let's go with the Dogs by a very minimal margin. Crows get that done. Gold Coast, you know what? I could see... Let's be quick. Fuck it. I think the Pies got to win, hey. This one's hard as well. I'm going to go with Port Adelaide. I think they'll win that. Carlton have got to win that. Otherwise, shit breaks loose. Melbourne win that. St Kilda win that. Richmond win that. I think the Dogs will win at home. I think Brisbane will win that. Well, obviously Brisbane will win that. Giants will win that. I think Melbourne get over the line there. Port Adelaide obviously get over the line. Geelong obviously get over the line. I think this is a toss-up, but we're going to go with Essendon. This is another toss-up, but Fremantle at home are probably going to be too good. I think the Dogs lose that. Melbourne, I think they're going to win that. 19 points. Collingwood obviously win that. I think the Gold Coast will get it. These two are always a close game, but let's go with the Gold Coast on that one. Put Adelaide away. I just think they're going to beat Carlton. Geelong will win that. Adelaide will win that. Close game. You know what? North are going to get it done. The Tigers will win that. Essendon, I think, are going to win that pretty comfortably. Richmond will win that comfortably. Carlton will win that comfortably. Brisbane will win that relatively comfortably. Port Adelaide, massive game. I'm going to go with Port Adelaide by a tiny bit there. We are going to go with Fremantle win comfortably there. The Giants win just. Melbourne comfortable. Saints just for some reason. Massive game. I'm going to go with Collingwood. They're just better. Geelong win that. Massive game just to the Dogs. Brisbane win that. Essendon win that. Massive game as well. I think Adelaide get over the line at home, despite Port Adelaide losing at home early in the year. Gonna go with the Hawks on that one. I trust the Hawks. Let's go with Melbourne. Melbourne probably get that. Doggies. Not Doggies, Giants. You know what? They beat us before. We're gonna go the Tigers on that one. Blind faith for the Tigers. Essendon win that. Adelaide win that. Collingwood win that. Geelong, I think, win that. I think Sydney get it back over them later in the year. Melbourne obviously win that. I think the Saints win that. This is a really close game, but I am going to say Brisbane will win that. We're going to go with Collingwood on that one. We're going to go with Essendon on that one. We're going to go with Sydney there. Brisbane win that. Carlton, I think, win that. Fremantle win that. I think the Hawks get it over. The Hawks are actually really good against the Dogs, so the Hawks will win that. St Kilda beat Richmond. Port Adelaide beat the Giants. Collingwood will beat the Lions. Richmond will beat North Melbourne. Then we're going to go with Gold Coast. Giants. Sorry for coughing. I'm sick. Oh, I don't know who's going to win this. Let's say at home, the Saints get it done. Adelaide get that game done. The Dogs dominate. Melbourne, win. Fremantle, I think, will get the job done by a little bit. Obviously, the Lions win that. I think Carlton just win that. Essendon get it back over, whichever you call it. I think Geelong win that. I'm going to go with Hawthorn win that. Sorry, Fremantle. I think North win that. Melbourne win that. Port Adelaide dominate. This is a big game. This might decide who makes the 8. I think Adelaide are going to win that. There you have it. You see the top 8 there. Now, that is coincidentally, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, that's the same top 8 as what I said before. We've got our top 4 there. I think that's relatively accurate. Collingwood, Brisbane, Port Adelaide, Melbourne. Geelong get up to 5th place. Maybe I'm overhyping Geelong there. Geelong to Western Bulldogs had the exact same points. All 13 wins, 10 losses. So it might come down to percentage there. You can see the difference between all of them is literally percentage. So it's a pretty tough one. And then Fremantle just missed out. I've got Carlton finishing 11th, Richmond 12th. I've got Sydney in 13th, which I'm not too sure about. And then Gold Coast dropped down a little bit. Yeah, I think that's all pretty fair. And then we're going to go through the finals. Collingwood will beat Melbourne. Geelong will beat Essendon. Crows beat the Saints. Lions, all home winners. I'm going to go with an upset here. I'm going to go with Geelong beat Melbourne. I'm going to go with Port Adelaide beat Adelaide. That is a massive final if that happens, or a semi-final. Prelims, I think Geelong get over the line. I think Brisbane get over the line. And then we're going to go with, unfortunately, Collingwood win the grand final. But that is my predicted top 8 halfway through the season, completely uncut. I did it really quickly though. So obviously I didn't take into account anything. I just thought complete vibes, who's going to win, by what points. That's really it. But you could probably see if I did that properly, the top 8 order might change a bit because of all those teams that are close together that rely on percentage to finish above or below. Anyway, that is the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, follow the TikTok FTFooty with 2 Ys, and I'll see you in another video. Thank you.